Hey guys, and welcome to my new vlog. Oh yeah, well, minus the actual camera of course, but as you can see I'm actually playing Far Cry 3. This is a post commentary. I'm just going to talk over the video, answer a few questions as well which you guys have been putting on some of my videos. I have been asking for some questions that you would like answered, so here we go. I'm just going to go through a few questions and then I'm just going to ramble on about some YouTube related stuff. Maybe some stuff related to my life too, and some other games I'm planning on playing in the future. So, as you can see, I'm playing Far Cry 3 at the moment. I literally just played it for 3 hours straight. And basically, out the 3 hours straight, I just took the best 35 minutes footage, and I'm just going to use it in this commentary. So, I've actually only died once so far in Far Cry, and you're just about to see it on screen. Not at this point though, but I do end up capturing one of their the radio towers, and I end up trying to grab hold of the actual zip wire, and I ended up falling off because I don't grab hold of it properly. But yeah, anyway, let's just talk about some stuff and some questions. Okay, so I've had a question in the past, and that was asking me what recording software do I use to capture my game content. Well, I use a variety. I'm not just tied to one. Recently I have been using Fraps, of course. But before Fraps, it was mainly a Bandicam, and before Bandicam, it was Fraps. But I sort of moved on to Bandicam from Fraps because of the compression rate is a lot better, so that when it writes the actual data, it writes it a lot more smoother than Fraps does, and it just allows the game to put out a lot more frames as you're playing it, of course. But I started out on Fraps because, well, this is probably about a year ago now, where I started out on Fraps, and I started off with Minecraft, and Fraps was all the rage, all the talk about for doing gaming commentary for YouTube. So I started using Fraps, and it was really affecting my Minecraft gameplay. And at the time, I didn't have a really good computer either. I was actually using a laptop when I first started doing Adventures of Minecraft, which is my first sort of project for my channel, and it really didn't work with my laptop, and I didn't know of any other software you could use to record with, because I was kind of a noob at the time. I just wanted to do commentary, and I just didn't know what to do. But a couple of months later I saw that there was some software called Bandicam, and I was like, is it gonna lag Minecraft big time? And I started using Bandicam, and I found this style of recording that I really got into, which was actually playing Minecraft in windowed mode. By windowed mode, I mean, because Minecraft is usually windowed mode anyway, unless you go into the video settings. I put Minecraft to a window size of 720. There's some software which you can download which actually resizes Windows to a specific 720 or 1080 or whatever dimensions you program it to, and I started recording Bandicam using the actual rectangle on screen over a windowed Minecraft that was sized to 720. But obviously I got a new computer now. I did mention this a while back. I've got an Intel i7 Ivory Bridge, which I got for my actual, because I do graphic and web design. Like that's my main thing. I know I do a lot of YouTube, but I just put a lot of time aside for YouTube. It's my passion at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. But I bought the i7 purely for graphics and processing videos. I have heard that the i5 is better than the i7 for playing games, but I'm really not sure on that. When I purchased this computer, I don't know too much about computers and stuff like that. I know I make websites and I can code, but software program is totally different, and computer like structures, frameworks of computers, the chips and stuff like that, I just don't understand. So just before I bought this new computer, I actually just went to Captain Sparkle's YouTube channel, and I just looked at what computer he has, because he's obviously got a beast computer for his when he does the what would you call it, the parody videos. I know he doesn't do it all himself, but he does some of the editing, and he's obviously got a powerful computer. So I just took the specs off his page and just bought the same computer as Captain Sparkles, minus the graphics cards, because he's got two like GeForce cards, which I looked at the price and they're like £700 each. So I just bought the same computer, the same specs, minus the graphics cards obviously, and I put the graphics card in for my old computer. But I will be getting a new graphics card in the next week or so to replace the graphics I'm currently using. So when I back to actually recording now, I rambled on a bit there. Back to recording, because I got this better computer now, I can actually use Fraps or Bandicam and have it to select the actual execution of Java, so I can record Minecraft that way, or I can just record any other game that way too, and I really don't have any difficulty. As you can see on the Far Cry video right now, it's not too bad actually, the graphics. I don't have them on full because I do like to record at a stable frame rate, so you do have to come up with a compromise for that. But if I'm not recording, I can crank the graphics up, so I hope you can understand that, people out there who and even yourselves, if you record, when you press that record button, the frames in the game go, they just drop. So as you know, you've got to compromise with graphic quality and so forth like that. But hopefully in the future, when I get a new graphics card, I will be able to record at a higher graphics quality, I guess, and still capture over the quota of 25 frames a second, which would be really nice. That's kind of my goal at the moment. There we go, that's where I died. that's where I was meant to jump on the line and I failed. Absolutely embarrassing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I'm actually using Bandicam and Fraps at the moment. I'm just going back and forth between them. I still like Bandicam over Fraps because when you're recording, you can set Bandicam to record your microphone and the game sounds on two separate tracks. So when you open that up with your video editing software, if your microphone is a little bit too quiet, you can turn it up a bit more, and vice versa with the game sounds too. So you can really configure it afterwards. One of the main problems I used to have when I first started recording Minecraft with Fraps is that I used to get the actual game volume wrong in comparison to my microphone recording volume, and I used to pair episodes up where my microphone was very quiet, and there's nothing you can do about it. So Bandicam really does help you out there, where you can have dual tracks, channel 1, channel 2 recorded, your microphone recorded on a separate track, the game sounds on a separate track, and you can just turn up your microphone or turn the game sounds down, and you can get your voice protruding more through the actual game sounds, which is kind of nice. And hopefully my microphone sounds quite good in comparison to the game sounds on here. I'm actually recording with Audacity right now, and this game footage, I'm watching it as I'm recording my voice. So yeah, I'm actually trying to make a delivery at the moment by I'm following the flare lines to deliver medication, I think, or something like that. But yeah, so I'm kind of going between Bandicam and Fraps. So that question went into a little bit more in depth there, but I hope you can understand what's going on there. And my next question is, what is your recording software and why? Well, I use a specific recording software. Well, what am I on about recording software? Sorry, I'm actually watching my own video and I'm just slowly forgetting that I'm recording myself. A video editing software. What do I use and why? I used to use Sony Vegas until yesterday. My trial period ran out, so I'm gonna have to buy it. But until I end up buying Sony Vegas, I downloaded the trial version of Adobe Premiere or Premiere Pro. If you're American, I'm assuming you call it Premiere. If you're like British or European somewhat, you call it Premiere. But yeah, I'm actually using Adobe Premiere right now to render my videos. It's a little bit, it's quite different to Sony Vegas because I've been using Sony Vegas now for a while and I kind of got used to the shortcuts and stuff, but it's not too bad actually. I've actually been rendering in MP4 for a change rather than AVI, which I used to record in. It means the file sizes are going to be a little bit bigger, but hopefully the video quality is going to be nicer too. I don't mind recording in 1080. That's something I need to get in the habit of doing. Check me out mashing those guys up. I need to get into the habit of recording in 1080 over 720. Purely because that the actual file size difference is not that big, and I do record overnight. So I don't record overnight. I mean, I do upload overnight. So when I'm sleeping, the videos are uploaded anyway. So it doesn't matter if they're a little bit bigger or not than 720. So I use Adobe Premiere Pro, which is kind of cool. It's got very similar features in it to Sony Vegas. You can sharpen your video a little bit too. On this video you're watching right now, I've actually sharpened it a tiny bit just so you can have a little bit more detail on the gun and some of the grass. But you can add like light effects too. Check me out getting stuck by here trying to get up. There's many bugs like that. I wouldn't call it a bug in Far Cry, but there are sections where you do tend to get stuck on things, and like hitboxes on some items are larger than life. And my rucksack gets filled up big time a bit later on in the video, and I get a bit frustrated because I need to go and find some animal skins to upgrade my wallet and stuff like that. But yeah, so I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I render out in it's called MP4, but it's the actual codec for it is like H.2.5.5, something like that, which is recommended for YouTube use and stuff like that. Okay, so what other questions do we have? I've had a couple of rude questions. I was actually going to address them, but I don't know. Someone else asked the question saying, do I think I'm awesome? No, I do not. I do not think I'm awesome at all. No, I don't think I'm awesome at all. I think I'm very hardworking and very committed person. That I never give up on anything, nothing at all. I got so much patience. It is unbelievable. I could have a staring contest with anyone, and I probably win hands down. I could sit and stare at someone for the rest of my life, just to put them into a state of misery. So I'm quite good like that. It's like someone was on my Minecraft server the other day, and they were just being annoying. So basically, I trapped them, and the most annoying thing in Minecraft is punching someone, so that you don't kill them, you just keep punching them, so they keep getting annoyed. But I sort of, because they were trolling on the server, I kind of put them in a container. And I put regen potions in my hand, which because I'm op, I just get unlimited. And I kept on punching them about 4 times, throw a regen on them, punch them 4 times, throw a regen on them, and I did it for about 45 minutes until they logged out, and then I just banned them. I think we was having one of those competitions where it was like who can snap first. And yeah, it's a good way of making someone snap, raging off the server. But yeah, that's, you know, no one can out troll me. I'm a troll. I'm a troll man. I even troll myself sometimes. Anyway, what else is there on the talk about list? I've actually got a list in front of me. I'm gonna go through and talk about it. Oh yes, I have got some game copies I'm going to start doing a competition for soon. I have no idea what the competition is going to be, but I will do a competition on the channel very soon. I've got a copy of Hitman Absolution, which I want to give away to one lucky prize winner. I'm not sure what the competition is going to be yet, but if you've got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. I've also got a discount voucher for a discount voucher code actually for Medal of Honor actually, not Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor Warfighter Deluxe Edition, where you can get 25% off. So I think the game is actually about £50 at the moment, and you could pick it up for say £35, something like that. I'll have to do the maths and let you know in a video in the future. So I got those 2 things that I'm going to give away. I'll probably give away some Steam credit too, say like £10 or £15. So you can you know, go and buy yourself some nice indie games, I guess. And well, unless there's a Steam sale going where you can pick up something nice. And yeah, so when I bought this new computer, my computer was late because I paid for 24-hour delivery and my computer turned up like 4 days late. And I made a complaint about it, and I kept on banging on really because I paid the additional delivery price, which is a bit frustrating really when something doesn't turn up on time, and you've paid the extra money to have it delivered for you. So what happened? Because I complained, I ended up getting a copy of Hitman Absolution. Yes. Far Cry 3, which you see right now, I had for free. I had Sleeping Dogs, I had for free, and I am absolutely loving that game right now. It is possibly one of the best games I've ever played since I played Shenmue for the Dreamcast when I was like 17 or 19, something around about that age. And I've also had a copy of Medal of Honor Deluxe Warfighter. So I'm tripping over what I'm saying. So the Hitman Absolution I'm going to give away, and they're going to give away a discount code for Warfighter Deluxe, which is going to be a really good giveaway in the future. Yeah, so I'm kind of happy about that. So I've been playing Far Cry like a beast. I've absolutely been beast in the game. I ended up spending a lot of money on an MP5. Well, not a lot of money. I think it was just under $1,000 on the game, something like 900. And I couldn't find any ammunition for it anyway, so I ended up having to get rid of it and going with the old AK-47 that you can pick up. I think it's an AK-47 he's got, which you can pick up just from attacking the rebels. So yeah, I spent $900, and then I ended up going with the AK anyway because the ammunition is much more accessible. Unless the ammunition is universal, I am not too sure. But earlier on in this gameplay, I got in a situation where my ammunition ran out, and I had no choice but to pick up ammunition off one of the local rebels who I murdered. And I actually do a successful zipline jump right by here too. I take my time though. As you can see, I'm like, which way should I go? And then I look up, jump, and then hit space again. So I do a successful jump this time. I don't end up killing myself, which is quite important actually. Yes, hardly lot. Anyway, what's next on the list? Oh, my verse server, my Feed the Beast fan server is going to be taking some more applications soon. As you know, we've had over 300 applications, and I specifically went through and handpicked a bunch of you guys who have put in quality applications. There was a few applications that actually had like one-word answers. What is your definition of grieving? And someone put in something like destroying stuff like that, and he's like, well, And one of the other questions is, describe your Minecraft playing style. Are you a redstone guru or are you a diamond hunter? And though that's just an example, and some people just copy and paste. They re-quote my example in, so they go, I am a redstone guru, or they go, I am a diamond hunter, which is kind of, it defeats the point of trying to sell yourself to me, because you know there's only so many slots available on the server, and I am willing to upgrade as soon as you know the server starts overflowing again. But it seriously takes you less than 5 minutes to make. Just fill in the search, fill in the fields on the question form. Quite, you know, you don't have to be perfect at spelling or something like that. I can't spell to save my life. I totally own these guys. There we go. I'm almost dead at this point, and I heal. And then I go to do a take two on. Then I got to do take two. Can't see them, so I'm like, oh screw it. Let's just run in and try and knife them. So I end up running around here. I get stuck on there, and I'm like, I gotta get a bullet in my head now. So I'm like, okay, let's heal back up now once we run around. So I try shooting him and he tries to reload and I'm like, damn, knife him, get the knife out quick. There we go, there's a guy in the distance. Yeah, so I try and lead them back in. My technique in Far Cry 3 is basically to, if I get a hit marker on me, it's to run away straight away, because I'm at a position where I haven't got a lot of health. I haven't had an opportunity to increase my health bar, so as soon as you get a hit marker on you, run. Another good idea is to run at a vehicle like this and jump out the way. One of my techniques is actually to lead people around buildings like this. Keep sprinting all the way around. Oh, I end up knifing this guy too. Yeah, keep sprinting around the building so they follow you around it, and then you'll eventually catch up to them to a point where you can actually just shank them, which is quite easy. Okay, so back onto topic again. So we're going to be taking more applications on the Ecoverse server. Anyone who's going to be coming on the Beast server, which is my premium feed, the Beast server, check that out. Will have a personal message off me on Maz. As you know, Maz has been doing some co-op stuff with me. We recently did the Zombie Apocalypse that was done, which was created with Hypixel. So, and that adventure map was awesome. I think we took about an hour and a half to do it, which was it kind of went quite fast actually. I was really enjoying the map. I'll put a link in the description to Maz's channel. Actually, it's called Minecrcraft if you want to search her on YouTube. But yeah, she's one of the members on the Beast server, and she's actually one of the ops on the fan server too. So you may actually bump into her if you apply for the server and get access. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I got a question for you guys now. That's if you've actually watched this video for 21 minutes. What would you like to see on my channel in the near future? Would you like to see some more co-op stuff, or would you like to see some more just me, you know, doing gameplay? Would you like to see me do more first-person shooters, because I haven't done a lot of first-person shooters on my channel? Would you like me to do any other genre of games, or even would you like to suggest a game for me, which would be kind of cool? Oh yeah, knifed him right in the heart. As you know, I do graphic and web design, and something I want to do is to create graphic sort of speed art for my channel. So I want to start doing that. I did say a long time ago when I did the speed art video for Noobie, which I had a lot of positive feedback on. I think I've got over 1,000 views on it now, and about 65 to 85 thumbs up on it. And actually got a comment on there from MC Gamer 2 who popped over because I posted the video on the Minecraft Reddit, so he came on over. And yeah, so I could do some more graphic stuff. I wanted to do a graphic sort of speed elapse video once a fortnight, but it's really hard to find the time to do it, and because I mean, like, I like to take my time for my illustrative stuff, illustrations, and I'm quite a perfectionist. I mean, like, even the Milby stuff I did wasn't quite perfect, and it gets to a point where you've got to pull out of the project and sort of deliver it as a finished thing, even though you kind of disagree with yourself. You just can't come to that you compromise with yourself and say, well, it's had a lot of time on it now, so it's time to let it go. It's time to let my baby go. And there, but yeah. So once a fortnight wasn't ideal for me. Check me out, just crashing the car in there, wedged it in there big time. Yeah. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see on my channel. What would make you smile? What would make you want to watch? What video would it have to be for you to sit there and watch it through and through? And where else is here? Let's check my list. I think I pretty much covered everything now, so let's just go a bit off topic. I was on Facebook this morning. It's actually, what's the time right now? It's like 6:16 in the morning AM, really early. Oh, this grenade's awesome. Yeah, right in his face. So yeah, I was on Facebook this morning, and I noticed that Captain Sparkles posted a video for something called YouTubers Reach. I think it's where they have like a panelist of YouTubers, and they talk about stuff relating to YouTube. And the topic was Fred. I think Fred, you probably know who Fred is, the guy with the squeaky voice. He doesn't do YouTube anymore. He's pretty much strictly Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon ended up hiring him, and he had 3 movies made, I think, as well. But Fred portrayed like a 6-year-old child who pretty much had the mentality of an older teenager, and you know, it was about his life and stuff like that. And the guy edited it so he had like a really high-pitched voice. Personally, I kind of enjoyed Fred, if I was to be totally honest. I didn't watch all his videos, but whenever one was popped up, I would, you know, check it out. And Fred was highly recommended on YouTube at the time too. I think it was like 2008, but don't quote me on that. And there was always Fred in the recommended videos, and he got really big. So, and Nickelodeon ended up headhunting him, and they ended up taking him on. So, you know, well done to Fred. I don't know if he's got any other productions in the process, because I do not watch Nickelodeon, and I don't have Sky Television where I live. I've got something called FreeSat, which basically is a one-off payment, and you get in excess of like 50 channels, which, you know, is fine for me because I don't watch a lot of television anyway. And if I want to watch something, I'll just go on YouTube and find it, because I find YouTube a lot more interesting, and the content on YouTube is a lot more personal, because you can watch what the hell you want to watch. You can even watch someone talk about, I don't know, you can watch anyone talk about anything really on YouTube. It's just wherever's there, you can find it just by searching it. But the whole point about Fred is that why don't a lot of big YouTubers move into TV? And something Captain Sparkles mentioned was the fact that if people from YouTube move into television, it's going to have a reverse effect, where people are going to know that this person is from YouTube, and they're more reluctant to go to YouTube then and check out their productions, their content, and probably bump into any other bigger YouTubers along the way. So in effect, they're sort of promoting these people to go onto television. Well, just Fred really, and but it's going to have a reverse effect, you see. So I think that's quite an important thing, really, and that sort of tells me that YouTube has a lot more. It's got a lot more diversity about it, a lot more power to engage with people, unlike television. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I watched television. I mean, like, I walked through the living room the other day where my dad was watching TV, and I had a quick glimpse, and he was watching some sort of Western cowboy film. But the last time I sat down and watched television, I have no idea. I mean, like, I can tell you the last thing I did watch though, which was well, my own video right now. But apart from this, I think the last thing I watched was BOO and Generic B with their prank in the casino where MC Gamer put called the cops, and he made a bunch of pumpkin coppers in their casino, which is actually in Vintage Beast Castle. So that's the last thing I watched, and I think I enjoyed that more than anything I would see on television. It was comical all the way through. I mean, like, I've been watching the guys for so long now. You know, you sort of feel that there's like a personal barrier has been broken between you and the content creator, even if you met them in the street and you spoke to them, you know, in a way like you knew them. I mean, I'm assuming they wouldn't back off or anything, because, you know, they understand what they're doing. But, you know, it's kind of weird. Like, you kind of feel that you know these people, and they only share a snippet of their lives, and, you know, it's like when Kurt J. Mack was at Minecon, and he was at on the Minecraft panel, and they asked him why is his YouTube name Kurt J. Mack, and obviously he's not gonna say what the J stands for, is he? It's like, you know, you only know so much about them, even though you feel that you do know so much about them, which kind of what we did do it kind of makes you, I wouldn't say obsessed, unless you're a young lady and you watch someone like Kurt J. Mack and you've got a thing for them, or you know, B-dubs or Generic B. But yeah, it's sort of, you just feel that you know him a lot more. Like, I mean, like, I'm no child. I used to have obsessions when I was younger, but it's like that false sense of knowing that you feel that you know something. Check me out crashing that. I got wedged now. By here I'm like, get up the stairs. Get up the stairs, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with the controls? I kept them falling off. So yeah, you sort of feel like you know someone and you don't, but at the same time you got high respect for them and sort of enjoy them. I hope that made total sense anyway. I'm kind of rambling on a lot. What else do I have written down in front of my eyes? What is it like to run your own Minecraft server? Well, I've got two servers for a reason. I've got the Beast server, which is for me and people who I trust. And people who I know, sort of, that I can let roam free on the server, and I don't have to worry about moderating it. I don't have to worry about asking people to mod the server. We all play whenever we want to, we log in whenever we want to, and we give each other our spaces. Well, I like to think that, but we give each other space on the server. A couple of people literally, I mean, like, you set up a house and someone literally builds like a neighbor house to you, and you're like, hang on, this is my little plot. You know, you've got a whole world here and you end up building a house 50 blocks away from mine. You know, and it's feed the beast. So you kind of want a cow farm, you want a tree farm, you want like a storage room, and you want to build all these different things, and you know, feed the beast. We're talking about now. We're not talking about Minecraft on some PvP server where you just make a little dirt house. We're, you know, professional Minecraft players. But yeah, so I've got the beast server, which is for me and the other Let's Players, and then I've got the verse server. I wouldn't call it a fan server. Sometimes I call it that because we do have people who play on the server who kind of do it through me. So they're kind of fans, I guess, because they want to play on the server that I play on. I do play on the verse server. I do play in creative though. And people who play on the beast server play in creative as well. So we kind of go on there and we don't mod the server. Because if people want to act like assholes, you just get banned straight away. I don't even listen to stories. I just listen to who's involved, and I'll ban the person who did the grieving, and I'll ban the person who received the grieving too, because I just don't have time for it. I don't care. But we've only ever had one griever on the verse server, and that was actually the person who I trolled big time that I mentioned earlier on in this video, where I was punching them and giving them a regen potion, punching them, and then sort of made them log out. So, and then banned them, of course, trolled them. This section I actually get caught in the water by here. I jump in here and I'm like, no! And I try to get out and I'm glitching and I'm swimming and my arms are out of the water. And I really can't understand what's going on here. I do finally get out. I was thinking to myself, do I have to force quit now or something? No, I do finally get out of this section, even though it's a bit pain in the bum. Yeah, so the verse server is the fan server, but I also call it the secondary server because we've had so many applications that we can't fit everyone on the beast server, and the reason why I don't have a lot of people on the beast server in comparison to the fan server or the verse server is because I like to keep the server lagless, especially when I do my let's plays on it. And Maz does her let's plays on it too, and a couple of the other guys do let's plays too and record. So I need to keep the server as lagless as possible. So yeah, if you apply for server access and you're not specifically a let's player, you actually get whitelisted on the verse server. So that's how it works anyway. So, and because I got the two servers too, I got them extra cheap, which is kind of cool. I've been with Envious Host now for over a year, so I get really good discounts on my hosting. I obviously can't say a price because it's custom to me. I mean, like when I do a web project for someone, the price is different every time. It's the same with the web, the same with the server hosting too, and the same with my web hosting too for my websites and so forth. Yeah, so I think we're coming to an end now on this questions and answers rant, ramble sort of thing. I think I've constantly spoke now for almost 35 minutes. I've had to wake my computer up 4 times because it's tried to go into screensaver mode. So I think I've done really well. Unfortunately, I couldn't put face cam on today, which I really wanted to do, but as you know, I am a man, so I've got hair on my face. I'm not like a little teen or a kid, so I would still like to be a little kid though. I mean, like, I did enjoy it when I was like 17. That was probably one of the best years of my life. Freedom! this point in the game, I'm actually looking around because I think those guys are enemies and they're not. So I'm just snooping around. Basically, I'm on a mission to kill everything in my sight. Everything who is a rebel. And I think this video is done. I have done really well in it. I've only died once, and that was my own error. And I've actually owned like a boss through this in 35 minutes. Yeah, so this is the best part of the 3 hours I played. I did record for 3 hours straight, but I can't do a 3-hour commentary video. But saying that, if anyone dares me to do a 3-hour commentary video, I can sit here and speak for 3 hours, no problem at all. And I laugh at myself saying that, but it is absolutely true. Anyway, this video is going to come to an end now, guys. Thanks for watching. I got a feeling that I haven't answered everything, and I can continue talking much more than I have done now. I have no problem in doing it. Once I finish recording this, I am going to kick myself because there is going to be something I've forgotten. If you've got any more questions, guys, for any more future videos, please make sure you put those in the comments section below. And I want to congratulate you for sticking around for 35 minutes. You must love me a lot, and I really want to say thank you for that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I shall be seeing you next time in another gaming video. So peace out, and thanks for watching.